Cherubim 1. An angelic rank degree of the angelic hierarchy. That belongs to the triad of the highest angelic orders in patristic literature. They are often listed after the rank of Cherubim, but sometimes in the list of angelic degrees. They are placed not in the second but in the first position too. Angels, who are representatives of this rank, according to the interpretation of Dionysius the Areopagite. The name cherubim signifies their power to know and contemplate God, the ability to receive the highest light and to behold the divine beauty at its very first manifestation, their wise skill to teach and abundantly communicate the wisdom granted to them. 1. Meanwhile, other interpretations of this name are known. There is a suggestion that the Hebrew word cherubim in its plural form may be related to the Akkadian verb meaning to bless, praise, pray. Cherubim in the Old Testament in the Bible. Cherubim are repeatedly depicted as angels upon whom God sits. 1 Samuel 4:2 2 Samuel 6:2 4 Kings 19:15 1 Chronicles 13:6 Samuel 20:11 and Psalm 17:11. On one hand, when it comes to the Ark of the Covenant, this indicates the Ark as a place of special divine presence. On the other hand, in a broader context, it signifies the special spiritual and grace-filled closeness of the cherubim to God. In the story of the fall of Adam and Eve, it is mentioned that after the expulsion of the first humans from paradise, a cherub was tasked with guarding the way to the tree of life in the garden. So he drove out the man, and he placed cherubim at the east of the Garden of Eden, and a flaming sword which turned every way, to guard the way to the tree of life. Genesis 3:24. In biblical texts, cherubim are often represented in various symbolic forms. There are known images of cherubim, carved from olive wood and gilded, as well as those in the form of relief carvings, and also those cast in gold and embroidered in the fabric decorations of the tabernacle and the Holy of Holies. 1 Kings 6:23-29 to Chronicles 3-7 to Chronicles 3-10-13. Biblical symbolism presents them as winged, which, on one hand, indicates their belonging to heaven, and on the other, their ability for swift movement. Descriptions of their faces vary significantly. The cherubim of the Ark of the Covenant have only one face. The cherubim in Ezekiel's temple are two-faced. Ezekiel 41-18, while those described in his vision have for faces. Ezekiel 1-4-28. Their wings were outstretched and supported the vault over which God sat in glory. When they moved, their wings made a sound. The external appearance of cherubim, as presented in various books of the Bible, symbolically indicates some of their features and qualities. It should not be understood literally that such external descriptions characterize their spatial form. In the work on the celestial hierarchy, attributed to Dionysius the Areopagite, it is stated that the description of images is needed so that we do not represent, in a crude manner like the uneducated, the heavenly and godlike intelligent powers, having many legs and faces, bearing the brutish form of oxen or the beastly appearance of lions, with the curved beaks of eagles, or with bird feathers likewise. We should not imagine that there are fire-like chariots in heaven, material thrones needed for the divine to sit upon, multicolored horses, commanders armed with spears, and many similar things shown to us in Holy Scripture under diverse mysterious symbols. Ezekiel 1-7, Daniel 7-9, Zechariah 1-8 to Maccabees 3-252. Cherubim in Christian literature. Due to the diverse descriptions of cherubim in the Bible, many ways of interpreting their images have arisen in the patristic tradition. Generally, authors agreed that each element of the appearance of this angelic rank represents a symbol, although interpretations of their meanings often differed. Much depended on the context in which cherubim were mentioned in Scripture. In the work on the celestial hierarchy, cherubim follow cherubim and belong to the second rank of the first triad of angelic powers. Their main property is to know and contemplate God, the ability to receive the highest light and to behold the divine beauty at